This is George Washington's satanic Masonic apron. To the uninitiated, George Washington's apron presents as a mind-boggling array of cryptic symbols. The true meaning of these cryptic symbols has remained a closely guarded Masonic secret, only revealed to a select few. Just as our Lord Jesus Christ promised, the veil of secrecy is being lifted, and nothing which is hidden shall remain hidden. The legendary Washington Masonic apron is nothing more complicated than a childish jigsaw puzzle of a pyramid with a flying disc. The mark of the beast. Here is how it works. Please note that the ascending stairs are pyramid shaped. At this stage of breaking the cryptography, we can clearly see a pyramid with 4 columns at the top. In between the columns there is swirling thrust, and above that is a flying disc with an eye. So it's an all-seeing eye, a flying disc. And there appear to be rays coming from it which look like horns. So it is also a horned disc. So it's a horned disc, a winged disc, and a pyramid, the mark of the beast. Above the flying disc there is a lenticular eye shape. Now before we move on and break the rest of the cryptography on this apron, let's take a look at Babylonian and biblical history relating directly to the cryptography on this apron. Mystery Babylon the Great, mother of all prostitutes and abominations of the earth. Take a close look at the pillars on George Washington's robe. They have a reptilian scale design. Now also compare them with this Babylonian sculpture. The design appears to be one and the same. The Nephilim giant in this carving, who is pretending to be an Anunnaki, is named Dagon, the so-called fish god. Dagon was the king of the Philistines. If you look at his hat, you'll see that it's shaped like a beehive. And on Washington's apron there is also a beehive, acting as a cryptographic pupil, an eye. Now, having established that George Washington's Masonic apron is in fact a Babylonian cryptographic jigsaw puzzle of a pyramid with 4 pillars, swirling thrust, and an all-seeing eye hovering above, we can now move on and break the rest of the cryptography. Middle left of the picture you can see an ark. In the Bible, the ark is a place of safety from a storm. When Nibiru passes again, the Nephilim tares will need a means of escape from the earth, and this will be their ark, the winged disc, the mark of the beast. I believe that flying discs were the method used by the Nephilim to escape the great biblical flood. Notice the coffin at the bottom of Washington's apron. The coffin has 6 sides. This type of coffin had a 6-sided base, a 6-sided body, and a 6-sided top. 6, 6, 6. Now we will blend the 4 pillars on the pyramid together. Next we will place the coffin on the pyramid behind the single pillar. What you see here is known as a monstrance. A monstrance is used by the Vatican and the Catholic Church as a holder for the so-called Holy Communion wafer. The monstrance sun disk was used by the Nazis to house their precious swastika. The Holy Communion wafer depicts the center of the sun disk, the center of the flying disc, the mark of the beast. Jesus Christ took bread and broke it and said, "Do this in remembrance of me each time you do it." He did not say, take a disc-shaped wafer which represents a flying saucer, the mark of the beast, and place it on your tongue. The communion wafer is an abomination of the words of Jesus Christ, and this satanic abomination is linked directly to the Mayan doomsday calendar clock. The beast in the center of the clock has a disc on his tongue, and this disc and beast are housed inside a horned disc, which in turn is housed within a 3 6-sided coffin. This is the true depiction of the monstrance.
The Holy Communion wafer ritual is in fact an unholy, satanic ritual, where you receive a disc representing the mark of the beast, which in turn has been housed in a triple six-sided encasement, 666. The acacia branch at the head of the coffin goes around the monstrance. The following monstrance design is the same as the United Nations logo. The UFO and pyramid are the most prolific identification symbol in the entire world. This is the mark of the beast, and it can be found in buildings all over the world, such as Alexandra Palace in North London. This evil UFO symbolism has been built into every aspect of our lives, particularly in religion, where people unwittingly worship before a flying disc, the mark of the beast. We now have evidence of a Nephilim UFO conspiracy involving Freemasonry, the Mayan calendar, the United Nations, and the Vatican's so-called Catholic Church. Jesus Christ said, "Ye are a synagogue of Satan, not one stone shall be left upon another."